Steelers Nation, what's going on? Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Here's an AFC North update. While I continue to watch the stupid Browns lose, the Chargers versus Browns, they took care of business. Now, I did say in my video yesterday that the AFC West would absolutely destroy the AFC North, and it would have been the perfect result for our Steelers going to the bye. But the Broncos laid an absolute duck egg, 1,000%. Like, they played really piss-poor football. Ravens took over them. The score was like 41-10. The Bengals are winning 31-10, which is crazy. So it didn't go our way. But it doesn't mean, though. It doesn't mean that the Ravens are now number one. The Steelers had their bye. They cannot lose the overall first position right now because they have a better divisional record, right? And with the games coming up, the Steelers have had their bye week. It's now getting ready for the Commanders and Steelers versus Commanders. This time next week, we'll find out who wins. Commanders look like they're going to be also victorious today too over the Giants. I think they're winning too at the time, 27-16. So they'll move to 7-2. It's going to be a 6-2 team. Us, the Steelers versus Commanders. People might say that's our first true test in that sense. I was willing and hoping that the Raiders will lose today. And I was willing and hoping that the Ravens would lose. But the Ravens absolutely tore them apart. Derrick Henry, 2 TDs. Lamar Jackson's on fire. The Broncos' secondary was terrible. Some of the flags were really bad too. So the Ravens will go to 6-3. They'll move to, I think, second place. The Bengals now just hang on. The Bengals hang on to a wild card spot, right? They're just waiting and lurking around. They're hanging on by a thread because Denver lost, and they're looking for a wild card spot too. So also a big matchup is the Bengals versus the Broncos next week. Next week too on Thursday Night Football, but I'll be at work watching it and, also doing my job, so I can't watch the game or can't do a live stream. But it does suck today. Ravens took care of business, took care of the Broncos. They're a bad team. There was a really bad few calls. 4th and 1 plays where they're going for it. They missed it to the end zone. 4th and 1, they do a halfback toss and they don't convert. They just gave the Ravens too much time of too many chances, really. Too many chances to move the ball down the field. And they're scoring at will. 41 points, winning by 31, absolutely carving them up. So, you know what? As much as I hate them, I can't stand the Ravens and their fan base and all this kind of crap. With some respect to them for beating the Broncos and taking care of business. Because at the same time, I also can't stand the Broncos now too because the way they treated Russell Wilson. Sean Payton is one of the most egotistical coaches out there, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of him. The way he does things, the way he treated Russell Wilson. So good to see them lose to a certain extent, right? They're 5-4 now, the Broncos. Ravens take care of business, 41-10. Like I said, the Bengals are winning now, 31-17 at time of recording. So it looks like they'll win the game. And the Browns now, their season's done. It doesn't matter if you put down Watson or put Watson there or you put Winston. It doesn't matter who's playing for the Browns. They're a bad organization, and they can't get out of their own way. They had a good defense getting sacks by Myles Garrett. He was up there getting 3 or 4 today or whatever it was. But the Browns pretty much pissed their season away, 2-7. They're done. They have no chance. All they can really do now is play spoiler, and that is beat AFC North teams. So we want the Browns to beat the Ravens, Browns to beat the Bengals, to make sure that they come down a level too. So thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you for watching as well in the live chat today. We had about 20-something people in the chat. It was good fun. I was really hoping for a different result, really. AFC West to turn up. They didn't. The Raiders didn't turn up. The only team who's turned up for us was the Chargers versus the Browns, but they're a pretty incomplete team in terms of their quarterback and stuff like that. They have no real chance to do anything or create any kind of noise. The only teams in the AFC North right now is going to be Steelers and the Ravens. I think fighting for the AFC North. And come down to the next few weeks when we go on the gauntlet, we go on the 4-game stretch versus the AFC North. Steelers could go on a 3-1 victory, or we can win all 4 and take control. That'd be fantastic. So not our day today, not our day for Steelers fans, but we're still pretty pumped up, excited, pretty keen to see what our team can do next week versus the Commanders. And yeah, the 9-game stretch, the gauntlet, people are saying, I'm not too worried about it. I'm ready for football, man. I'm ready for football to come back, and I'm ready for this team to start to impose their will and overall physicality on them. So we versus the Commanders next week at 1 p.m. for you guys out there in America. Then we go on the gauntlet, the Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns. Not worried about it because we play really, really strong AFC North football, and the Steelers play the Ravens very strong. And we're also chipping away at the weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in about 8 weeks till I come home to Pittsburgh again for Christmas. I'm getting keen. I'm excited. I'm pretty pumped up in that sense. So looking forward to watching the Commanders and also going on the gauntlet that is Baltimore Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns. But I think we can win every single one of these games. We can win, and the Steelers match up well against the Ravens. So Ravens, you had your day. Bengals, you're having your day. The Browns, you suck. But in reality, too, like I have too, all these teams suck. Browns suck, Bengals suck, Ravens suck. Let's get ready for some football and talk Commanders football all week. All week, getting ready for Commanders football. Steelers versus Commanders. Take control of the division yet again. And we're going to watch the Bengals or the Ravens lose, and then really get fired up and start to get excited around this AFC North gauntlet that's coming next. Woo! All right, guys. I'll see you later.